day to you, and thank you so much for joining us. This is GVD News on the Go, and I am Kishma Serie. Today we are reporting on the volcanic eruption that is imminent with our sister island, St. Vincent. Now we are here at Moulashik Point in St. Lucia, which is typically where you come to get really awesome views of St. Vincent. But today, as we can clearly see, it is heavily overcast, and there has been some serious volcanic activity happening in St. Vincent. So we know that persons have been evacuated from the red zones. We know there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on. And of course, there have been reports, as you can see on the screen. We have been speaking to persons on the ground who have sent us some videos. And this is some of the activity happening now in St. Vincent with the La Soufriere volcano. And of course, we have persons who have been evacuated by boats, persons who have been evacuated by buses and other means of land transportation. So we are going to be listening to the Prime Minister, Dr. Rav Gonzalez, with regards to some of the steps that are being taken with regards to accommodation and how St. Vincent is handling the situation. And of course, St. Lucia is poised to take in some persons from St. Vincent, persons who are not able to reach shelters, or definitely some Caribbean islands will have to step in to provide assistance. Currently, we know that the volcanic activity is scheduled. Well, the experts have said that there's going to be an eruption, whether in a few hours or a few days, but it is imminent. It is not something that can be avoided. It is not something that can be dodged. So we are definitely sending our prayers and well wishes to St. Vincent as we of course support them. Now, some of the instances we had of persons coming in with various issues. Of course, we have the elderly, who's always a concern, our disabled, our children, etc. And now we are going to hear from the St. Vincent's Prime Minister, Dr. Rav Gonzalez, see how everything has been progressing thus far.
In the guest houses and in hotels, it will cost more money. But I don't want the operation, and I made that clear, to be run as though it's a penny pinching NGO operation. The hotels have indicated, the guest houses beforehand, that they have about, I was told, about 800 rooms, and I think we can call other persons who didn't indicate before to get more. But I'd like to see, as I said, the elderly persons go there, the people who are shut-ins, sometimes particular types of families, depending on the risk profile in relation to particular families. Because let's face it, being in a shelter, which is a school, even though you have a cot and you have a bed and your meals are coming, it's not home. And the quality of people's homes have improved markedly over the last 20 years. So that over the last 30 years, so that we don't want persons to experience conditions in the camps, in the shelters, which are really too onerous. We know that they would be onerous, the very nature of going in a shelter, clearly. So, and I would like to see if the hotel rooms, the guest house rooms be filled, and if there are others who would like to come on on target, even not only on the mainland, but also in Beckway. We can transport them by the ferry. But the hotels have been asking that the persons who come into the hotels, that they be vaccinated and that they be tested, which is not unreasonable in all the circumstances, save and except those who may be medically assessed for one reason or the other as to not who should not be vaccinated. And I think that's having more in the hotel rooms and the guest houses would increase the bill, the cost of the evacuation. But we will have to deal with that day by day, sweet Jesus.
And we are certainly appreciative of that update from the Vincentian Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. And we were able to speak with some of our friends and loved ones on the ground who are clearly, of course, traumatized by the entire incident. So we do have some video clips as well as some voice clips for you. So we invite you to listen to what is happening on the ground. Of course, these are from persons on various parts of the island. So they are giving the information as is applicable to them.
Were in the red zone were evacuated. So they were evacuated to shelters within the safe zone. So persons from the north, like Fancy, Chateaubriand, and those places, they were evacuated to places or to shelters, which would include like schools and those things. They were evacuated to those places. Yesterday, up to last night, they were evacuating via bus and boat. So, yeah, that was the case yesterday afternoon right into last night. They were doing that. There are also cruise ships in the berth just in case things get worse and they need to move people out of St. Vincent. So that there are cruise ships standing by for that as well.
Right now in Beckway, everything is okay. We have no problem with the volcano. And right now, you could stop in Beckway. You just have to go up a hill and you see everything that's going on in St. Vincent with it. It's just throwing up ashes and sulfur and thing in the sky, but nothing coming to Beckway. Everything just blowing. You might experience some ashes down inside of your area down there. And yeah, I think we have about 3 cruise ships around taking people. You might get in a cruise ship with over 1,500 people coming to your island anytime today or tomorrow, because the express, the boats, and then moving people out the villages. The leeward side, they had to move out 26,000 people from the leeward. They're bringing them in town. Nobody ain't coming back where I ain't seen nobody come back way. But over there is a totally mess right now. Everything just ramp up. And this country is a 2-color country, yellow and red. The country divided in 2, and it gonna got problem in the shelters. NDP people ain't gonna want to eat from ULP people, ULP ain't gonna want to eat from NDP people, and they ain't gonna take in no tax from nobody, and you ain't know who is who, and everybody is gonna mix together. So you ain't know who get corona. The government say you have to take your vaccine if you're going in the shelter. Who going to St. Lucia, if they ain't get time to take the vaccine here, they will get it up there. And some cruise ship here start to take people. You know, if it's Grenada, Trinidad, some of them going, Barbados. But nobody coming to Beckway. I don't know later on, but I ain't hear no shelter in Beckway anyway. So we down here just okay. We just go about with business. Everything is just okay. We ain't seeing no sign. Maybe you see some ashes in the sky from here in Beckway, but nothing going on here. Everything is okay.
And of course, it is indeed a sad day for our sister island, St. Vincent. Clearly, there's so much happening. And of course, I think one of the key things is countries are now placed in a position where they want to render aid without compromising the health of their citizens. So the issue of persons now needing to get vaccinated before coming in is definitely a ticklish topic that will come up. So of course, we are definitely throwing our support and our prayers with them. The director of the National Emergency Organization, Management Organization, NEMO, did issue an advisory with regards to ash fall. I think it was St. Lucia and Barbados that were advised that there would likely be ash fall as a result of the volcanic eruption from St. Vincent. Now, it is something to note that we have on the screen some of the benefits, or actually some of the things you should be looking out for. Now, it can cause irritation, of course, coughing, bronchitis, etc. So you advise as much as possible to stay indoors, keep your doors and windows closed, do not run your AC unit. If you are driving, please bear in mind that it can affect visibility. When everything has settled, ensure that you are clearing out the ash because it is abrasive. It can damage, whether it be your roof, your vehicles. If you do have covers in place for your vehicles, please utilize them. So this is yet another opportunity for persons to use their masks, because if you are venturing out, this would be something that you would factor in. Again, we are here at Mula Shik in Viewfort, the southern tip of the island, which typically is a place where you come to enjoy a view of St. Vincent. And as timely and as tragic as it is, the scenery speaks volumes. It is hazy, it is overcast, and nothing is visible. So we are definitely, again, extending our well wishes, our support, our prayers. If persons have relatives in St. Vincent, please, contact them. I'm not sure what is in place for persons who may have relatives that would want to come to them in St. Lucia, but we are definitely going to keep you updated as more becomes available. I am Kishma Serrier. This is GVD News on the Go. Have a beautiful day.